Welcome, everybody. This is Jacob Bridges. This is the Capital City Amateur Tour. And we're joining here today, this evening on Tour Talk, the trophy and award ceremony to the Westbrook Rising event that we had at the Westbrook Country Club on Saturday, May 15th. This show, like the ones before it, is where we get to join in and congratulate our flight champions for the event and kind of listen to them and have them talk to their round. So before we do so, we'll get into a little review right here. We had 94 players at Westbrook Country Club, awarding in total trophy and prize. It keeps transitioning on me, of over $5,300. And we had a medalist, which every event does, coming in at 74, 2 over par, which was Mr. William Fuller out of our senior Nicholas flight. All in all, we had 8 contest flights, crowning 8 champions. The field had 25 pairings, 20 of which were in foursomes. Our pace of play was a very reasonable 4 hours and 36 minutes. Very impressive to the member group out there to kind of move ourselves around the course in that fashion. Hopefully here towards the end, we'll take a look at the Capital City point standings. Just a reminder out there, if you are tracking the handicap revision, which kind of takes all those who've had just initial flighting for handicaps. You establish a tournament index, revision will undergo on the 2nd of June, and they do so every month on the 2nd. We have 55 reward members participate, each of them earning $10 a piece, banking $550 total. And that tally for the season so far is $2,400 in rebate. That will be triggered if we reach field maxes in 2 events and at the Tour Championship. Max value for the season is about $145 per player. And then in our low net contest, sponsored by Westerville Golf Center, we awarded a gift card each, a value of $36 to Mike Bauman and Clark Ransom. All right, so what we'll do here, we'll jump into getting, let's see, we got a couple champions on the line. And we'll go right into our first one here in the chair. This is before the event yesterday, we had a foursome, and in our foursome, we had 3 season champions from 2019, 2020, and 2017. And among us, we were chomping at each other about who's going to win Saturday's event. And lo and behold, the non-season champion pulls it out and takes it to us, right? So this guy here is his 2nd season on tour. This will be his personal best, I believe, as far as tournament golf. First win of the events he's played. Coming in at an 87, 15 over par, 2-stroke victory, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Todd Hamilton.
Thank you. Kids in the background hollering.
They hooting and hollering for you, man.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you don't get these often, man. So it's a new thing for everybody. So tell us a little bit, what helped you kind of land yourself here talking to me winning on Saturday's tournament?
To be honest, the Greensbook was like, if you don't buy a Greensbook, especially a course like that with Don Ross greens, if that's available, it's $30, buy it. The reads are all there. It helps with the approach shots, especially the approach shots, because you know where to hit the ball. Basically, the whole day I was just trying to keep under bogey. And there was one hole that kind of ate me up when I got in the woods on the right side or the left side. I didn't think it was going to happen, but yeah, just battled back and had a good back. That was help.
So was that their first time playing Westbrook?
It was, absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
So obviously we started on 1, right? Got off to a little sluggish start. That green, although it was trouble, I think you putted off the green, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You were on in 2.
Second time that day.
Got a little aggressive on it. Didn't really know the speed of it, but you kind of had a lengthy putt and you whacked it off. But then outside of that, man, you only had 1 hiccup here, but pretty much inside yourself through the whole day. Wouldn't you agree?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep. So out there, those who are watching and kind of listening to you, well, what's it like in the experience playing on the Capital City and playing this tournament golf?
By far, it's the best experience I've had. Like I said, I really joined this just to play courses that I wouldn't normally be able to play. It wasn't about winning, but you just go out there and try your best and try to stay within yourself, I think was what the big key is.
Yep. And obviously the competition and the other players that you meet, right?
Right. And you meet just stellar guys. I mean, it's a great tour. So I'll play around with anybody outside of this. No question.
Well, you heard it, guys out there listening. Mr. Hamilton, first time winning, playing. Of course, he never has been on tour for it's his second year. Bought a yardage book or a greens book that was available to the public, $30 in the pro shop, and he finds himself claiming that was the key piece winning this tournament. So once again, from Columbus, Ohio, we have Mr. Todd Hamilton, our Jones Flight tournament champion. Let's give him a golfer's clap.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Mr. Hamilton, I already received your option visa or trophy, and you elected the visa option. So
Yes, sir.
that's on bank. And once again, congratulations. Stay around and listen to your other fellow champs.
Absolutely.
All right. All right. Well, listen, we're moving along. Next here on the tower of those who are on this call, we're going to go to our next champion here with us. This flight had the most competitors, a total of 24 competitors in this flight. And this flight was for those handicaps from 12 to 15.9. And this is a seasoned veteran on our tour. Let's call him the world traveler, because he plays a lot of destination golf. Columbus is his home. Capital City Am Tour is where he finds his heart, with among other players. 4 tournaments on the season. In this championship here, we had sides going out in 42, sides coming in 40, but under short shotgun format was his start and finish. But he did come in with a 10 over par, round of 82, 3-stroke victory. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cham Kahari.
Thanks, Jacob. Yeah, the game plan going in was simply keep it in play, and make and putt a ball 3 feet straight. I love fast greens, so that was my thing there. And so the game plan worked out. I did not watch the leaderboard. I didn't want to know anything about it. Just wanted to stay in my zone, and it worked. And playing with Gary, Greg, and the Steve, that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Okay. So what will hold you start on, Cham? Remember?
7.
All right. So we got you coming out bogey, right? Nothing to write about, but like I said, there's a lot of golf to play. You just don't want to lose it, but you can't win it either, right?
Right.
So your first birdie here, the only one on the scorecard. Walk us through that one. It's the par 4 13th.
Well, hit a good drive and then put my second shot. I'd say 5-6 feet from the hole. So again, going right back to if I can putt the ball straight for 3 feet, I'll be all right, because I love fast green. So it worked out. Yeah.
Right. So what Donald Ross course, right? You played Westbrook before, right?
Oh yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
what would you say compared to the years past and yet Saturday? How was the course?
Well, the course is always in great shape, right? And the greens are always fast, right? And in the past, the missing piece for me was keeping it in play. So I mean, as long as you keep it in play, get it on the green, and hit a 3-foot putt straight, you're okay. And I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a tough course because of the greens, not necessarily because of the layout. I mean, if you're conservative, you can manage. Don't make a double bogey.
Yeah, I think those comments will be the same for a lot of our members who played that course.
Yeah.
Yep. So the comment you heard earlier from Mr. Hamilton on the Jones flight, did you have a green book at all? Are you a fan of those?
Wait a minute. Okay. It was $30, right? Okay. Yeah, I heard about it walking to my cart. $30. No, this is the 21st century. I have Golf Shot, man.
Is that what you use?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that's another tip for others, and those who are not user friendly to the devices. The yardage book, the green book might be something for them. All right. Well, Mr. Kahari, once again, congratulations to you defeating 23 other competitors, and overall here coming away with the largest prize of the entire field, 365. Man, What's that sound? How's that feel like for those you travel, man? You get it. What's this like? Why does this feel different than the other events you play?
Well, pace of play, huge. You know, I play in a lot of tournaments, right? And so I just played in an event recently, 6 hours. Wow. Okay, that's different.
Oh my God.
And so I don't know how you do it really to get us around the course so quickly. But it's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a secret to it, and it's not something. The recipe's not something that I told someone the other day and said, you commented pace of play. I said it before we started the round. I've studied pace of play for going on 10 years. There's books out there about pace of play. There's people who have degrees comment about where the first par 3 is on the course if you're starting on 1. There's a lot of models that suggest what you should and you know, things to avoid. But I can tell you this much. Someone talked to me about the other day and said, hey, how do you do it even with that number of players? And it doesn't matter if I give you the recipe. Similar to like that favorite meal that your mom made, where you try to have your current lady friend, wife, girlfriend today try to do the same, right? It just doesn't taste the same. The recipe can't be copied. So what you experience here, it would only taste this good here.
Amen. Right on. That's what, and I have to apologize to Chad Warner. I know he's came so close so many times. He's a real player, but you know, it was bad, but it felt so good.
I bet, man. Yeah, he ain't gonna apologize to you if he's with it. All right, man. Well, once again, congratulations. Shout out to you and what you do professionally. And you're able to carve out some time to join us and then kick our butts. So once again, Cham Kahari, Columbus, Ohio, your player flight champion. Golfers clap.
Thank you.
All right. So now we're going to move on to another champion I see on the call here. This gentleman rarely introduced himself. Him and I had a few chat messages, kind of onboarding him to the tour, making sure he wasn't doing, you know, nothing wrong, making sure he was doing the right things. Had a chance to meet him and his folks that followed along and watched him put up this number, playing in a flight of 14, beating 13 others, 10 over par, round of 82 for a 2-stroke victory. Ladies and gentlemen, from Johnstown, Ohio, Mr. Austin Decot.
Thank you, Jacobs.
All right, man. Did I pronounce your last name right? Did I get that right? Say it one more time.
Deco. T is silent.
Deco. Okay. Yeah, I butchered it, man.
Oh, it's all good. Not the first one.
All right, man. So listen, you know, 19, dude, and it doesn't seem like pressure is something that, you know, you're afraid of, man. You handle it really well. Sounds like you had a good mentor in your group. And you had some great people following you, right? So tell us about your day and what hold you start on. Let's go over there.
I started on hole 13.
All right, so 13, probably not the start you wanted, but you know, again, if you're doing the live board, live scoring, you kind of figured out that that's not, you know, too far from what everyone else is doing. So walk us through your round and kind of where it made a turn for the best.
Well, first we're going to start on the range, and that was probably the worst range session I've ever had. So like I came in the day with great expectations. Like I played this course like 2 or 3 weeks ago, like thinking I'm going to play pretty good today because I know the course, but expectations fell pretty good after that range session. I was slicing everything. But then first few holes, we kept it together pretty well. And then I think like 6 or 7 holes in, I looked at the leaderboard. I'm like, I know I'm not doing too good, but I don't think I'm doing that bad. So I looked and I was one back from the guy I was sitting in the cart with. And it was like, oh, okay, it's me and him. Like, okay. And then I think everything started clicking right then and there. I'm like, we're in this. Like we got a good chance at this. And then I looked at it one more time on hole number 9 after I hit my tee shot.
Okay, so tell us, those who don't know, who was that rider in your cart?
Jeffrey Basinger, I think is how you say it.
Okay, yeah, Mr. Jeffrey Basinger. Okay, so it was you and him. He probably knew, but you didn't, right?
Yeah.
So I see here a hot spotlighting your round towards it near the finish of it, 4 to play. Looks like you had a birdie here on 9. That was
Yep.
an uphill, maybe from where you're playing, maybe
I think it was
160.
Yeah, I think 160 was the number.
All right. So what'd you use in there and how'd you stick it and then make the
I
putt?
just hit a perfect 7-iron, and I think I put it like 2.5 feet, 3 feet.
Well, were you not in the closest to the pin?
No, I was not.
Oh my gosh, dude. Dude, that's $265.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm reminding you. I'm
Because
sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I got up there and like both the things were like 10, 15 feet away, and I'm like, that's a shame.
Oh man, listen. So were you aware of that scenario? You probably
Yeah,
heard
I
me
was.
announcing in the beginning. Just not something you probably fancy, but then
Not
right. But then that's the shot of the day, and you're kind of like, okay, right? 265 for a pin shot. Oh man, woohoo, man, that gave me some goosebumps. But so if you play again, what are you gonna do next time?
I still might just sit out. Like,
Okay.
that was, hole number 9. That's a tough hole. Like, I wasn't surprised when I seen the closest was 15 feet away. I was not surprised at all.
Well, it wasn't tough. It was tough for everyone else.
That was definitely a tough hole. Yeah, it was.
All right, man. Well, listen. Well, I had already received your option, whether you elect to receive the Visa gift card or trophy. So this is your second event, and it's how you like it so far. How do you find it, and how you liking it?
Oh, I like it. Well, I'm actually friends with Mike Bauman, and he told me about it.
Okay.
So that's how I joined this, and I play in the Golf Week Amateur Tour as well. And those rounds,
they're breaking up. What'd you say?
I play in the
No, go
Golf Week
ahead.
Amateur Tour as well, and those I've played in 2 of them so far, and it was 5.5 hours and 6 hours to play in those. And both of your tournaments I've played in have been around 4.5 hours. So it's a lot better.
Yeah,
over here.
so compliments to what Cham Kahari said. You kind of see the same, right? Pace.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of what that experience is, and I would just say that I value your time, and I know we enjoy the game. I just don't want to waste time doing it, right? So, an hour on the course. I mean, if your time is worth $40 more, I mean, I'm saving it. Whether it's a commute home or whatnot. All right, man. Well, thanks for compliments to the tour and the model. And listen, it's not just me. It starts with me, but it ultimately rests on the shoulders of the players. You got to move around, you got to play ready. So it can be achieved. So, well, once again, man, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Introducing Austin Decot, right?
Yep.
From Johnstown, Ohio. Once again, our Hogan champion. Golfers clap.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Let's see who else we got on here. We got any other champions on the line? See, we have Tom Burleson. I don't see him. Mr. Fuller. Is Mr. Fuller on the line? I don't see him. Mr. Deere couldn't make it. Carnell Austin's traveling back to California. And Charlie Sindeldecker. I don't think he's on the line. Okay. So I did mention that because of this, we have some time here to kind of toggle into our standings. If you are not familiar with where to locate the standings that is ongoing throughout the year, each event page has a tab here on the banner where you can just select the champion golfer of the year standings, and the results and standings and points are updated. So all you got to do is select your flight. So we'll go down to the Hogan flight here first. See Austin Decot, he before the event, he was down there at 18th position, tied for 18th, and now that 900 point bagged him a net now total of 1,000 points, only 85 out of the lead. So checking out the point standings, where you stand, how you earn points. The point system is here. Again, Westbrook was our local major tournament, so the point value doubled, and this is how you can see where the points are earned and which event has what point value. So now we can spin. Let's go back here. You guys got any questions before we pivot to another topic? Generally, want to discuss something? Open mic, the floor is yours. Okay, I'll keep going. A couple of things on the horizon here. As my email, if it didn't speak to it, I'll start with our next event, which is technically French Lick on the Memorial Day weekend is full. So it's not something I'm really previewing here. I'm really trying to get ahead of that one because not many of you are traveling to French Lick. So you're kind of just focusing on what's next locally. And that's Firestone. Firestone West currently is set up for Sunday, June 13th. I think it's a noon 30 straight tee time format. However, it can toggle to a shotgun event if we get over 81 players. And essentially what I'm asking is if you know you're going to play in the event, you're going to actually decide whether or not the format's a shotgun or it's going to remain a straight tee. So the earlier you sign up, the better position we are to negotiate those terms and format. I did mention NCR South. I'm a big fan of what NCR South is for us. And that event is on Monday, July 5th. And why I'm bringing that one up is because the early bird runs through the end of this month. So again, here we are, NCR, Independence Day Bash. We have 57 players currently signed up. The entry for this event is 140 through the end of this month, okay? It goes to 160 after 1 June or June 1 later. So we'll certainly have 30 days of registration available in the month of June, but it's worth a $20 discount if you sign up beforehand.
Will we have access to the pool?
So you just asked a great question, Mr. Kahari. And that's not a joking question because you know what a bash is, right? A bash is a party. So a party comes with a pool, don't it? So here's where we're at. I am awaiting answers back from the general manager at the NCR club if we could have pool passes and access to the Oasis Cafe. So the whole idea is that when we gentlemen, and there'll be a couple ladies in the event, play tournament golf that day, you can invite your family out to have a day pass to the amenities that the course offers, and that's the pool and the Oasis Cafe. So I'm waiting to hear back from that, whether or not it's going to be something that the members of the club frequent themselves, because again, it's an observed holiday and it's a pretty popular holiday. So you're not asking a funny question, man, Cham, but does that help answer kind of what I'm trying to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Jacob.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see. We had a couple players you get disqualified for the event. Let's go stop share. So we had a couple players that got DQ'd for the event for playing from the wrong tees. Okay, and you know what occurred was the members were inside of a group that also played from the white tees, and they were combined with the contest flight, and they had received information from me that suggested they play from the white tees. However, all other information they had was from black. So they did have some suspicions about which tee to play, but nonetheless, they proceeded onto the course playing from the white tees when in fact they should have played from the black. It was on the rule sheet. It was announced via text message. There was a lot of other factors and helpers that ultimately the player is responsible to ensure they play from the proper tees before they begin their play. And what occurred is that their score cannot count. So I don't think that they heard me, and some feedback I got was during the cart ready stage that we were all kind of semi-huddled together. There are some things that I will, from learning from how I could help you as a player, there were some things that I feel like I could better address and get your attention before we head out for play. And that's be more purposeful in commanding your attention. I do my best, but I can only do so much. It's going to actually, we're social. We really get in the carts. We're kind of getting ourselves ready for the tournament. But ultimately, there's some things we go over that can get you disqualified if you're not paying attention. And that's tee assignments. So like I said, I'll do a little bit of a different, role in which if we have a shotgun event, you'll kind of see me really purposefully get your attention to come closer to where I'm speaking and to ensure that I get some acknowledgement for the tees that you play from. Because, yeah, we go over the availability of, the skins games, the contest holes. We go over, if I'm going to offer you a free drink at the end of the round. You know, a lot of people heard that, but it just seems like, you know, there's some things that differ than others, and the importance of you playing from the tees need to be made a little bit more of a significance from me. So I'll do that, and that's what you can expect when we're cart ready in those situations. So we'll just go around the horn here. Yeah, free drinks, man. Gee, that's you guys like that one. The high chews were free, the tees were free, the pencils were free. But hey, G, man, so you're on the call, man. How was your experience on the event this weekend?
You know what? Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? It was great. I didn't play particularly well, but that's okay. I thought the course was the best shape it's been in, especially given all the rain it had. Greens were awesome, just what you expect. Pace of play was actually really good considering we were in foursomes.
Yeah.
And you know, I had a real good group. So I can't wait to get back there again. So we'll say that the super skin, I was in the group that won the super skin on hole number 3, that downhill par 4. I think it was Michael, I forget his last name. Yep. Williams, is it Williams? Okay. Tell you what, he hit an iron shot in there from probably 180 yards, stuck it to about 3 feet. It was as good a shot as you're going to see. It deserved a super skin. I'll tell you that.
Well, good thing he was in it, right?
Yes. Yes. Unlike some others. We're looking at you,
Austin Decot.
Austin, we're looking at you, Austin. So anyway, no, it was great. So I'm signed up for Firestone and NCR. I'm looking forward to both those. And I'll tell you, my family would be very excited to get a pool pass to do that. That would be a great time.
Yeah, so I will probably tap the GM this week, seeing how we've been discussing and chatting about this event. So I'll certainly look forward to that, and it might encourage more signups because of that if we're able to get so. So I appreciate that. All right. Who we got here? Tyler. Tyler, you're on the line.
How's it going, guys?
Hi, man. How was your day, buddy? You were on the Finn bike, right?
No.
This is Tyler. Okay, this is the other Tyler.
Yeah, the other Tyler. I'm just listening. I was like, I don't think you're talking to me, but I'll say what's up to everybody.
What's up, man? How was your day on the course set?
That was good. I had made the mistake of checking the leaderboard, and I happened to be winning at the time, and then proceeded to choke on the chicken bone. But Austin and my group played a great round, finished strong, and man, those greens, they were fun. Mm-hmm. So, but no, man, it was had some good holes, some bad holes, and got lucky on some. But I guess that's golf, right?
Were you the one that won the closest to the pin contest?
I won closest to pin. I won closest to pin on the par 3, and then the closest to and 3 on the par 5.
So what that take home was? What was that take home?
The par 5 one was 235, and then the par 3 was 115.
Yeah.
So, hey, got second and had a pretty good day out there. So definitely looking forward to Firestone here in a couple weeks.
Well, listen too. I think you're probably in a good spot for the your standings, right? You're flight leader right now.
I'm up there. I haven't won anything yet, but it's kind of the goal. So you've done a great job setting everything up, and happy to be a part of the tour, and look forward to some more events. You do a great job, man.
Appreciate it, man. Well, thanks to you. Thanks for the compliments. All right. Members just like you.
Yeah. No problem.
All right. So we got some more time here. We're kind of on an open mic here. You guys got any question, any more commentary for our listeners? All right. Well, I got Donald here. Is this Donald Dennis on the line?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Donald. How you doing, man?
Doing great. How are you?
Pretty good, buddy. How was your experience at Westbrook on Saturday?
I was great. Had a great group of guys. Played okay. Limped in at the end, so that that was a bit of a struggle, but enjoyed the day. Enjoyed the group. Had a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about. So great job setting it up.
Appreciate it, man. So was it your group, if it comes to my mind, that I had to kind of reach out and kind of get you guys a pat on the back? To get going?
We lost the group in front of us for a minute, and then a little nudge, and we got caught up. So
Well,
good.
and I'm not poking fun at you. I really want to respectfully say that that's a good response. You know, we all have. You see a lot of players already commented on the phone or on the calls here that pace of play is what makes this tour stand out. Seems to be a value add, and I monitor it quite a bit. And if I see something that I feel like you guys aren't aware of, I just kind of give you a little nudge. And you guys did tremendous. I'm really now say the other side of it. You guys really did really well getting back in position and getting connected back with the field. So I appreciate it and thank you.
No, absolutely. That's one of the things that I think everybody enjoys is the pace of play and get out in 4 hours or so, and that's a part of it. So that's a good job on your part keeping us moving.
Perfect, man. So your day didn't end up. You kind of was in contention there a little bit. What was it like? You finished third, only finishing by 3 strokes. What hole did you start on?
We started on 3.
Okay.
And so got out 3 and was playing pretty well, and I think had a birdie on 13.
Yep. Walk us through that one. That was a kind of the same birdie from someone else on the call here.
I hit a nice drive and I think I hit a short iron, 8 iron into probably 4 feet, 5 feet, and just ended up on a nice. There weren't very many straight putts, but I think that was one of the few I found during the day, and made a straight putt.
All right. That didn't land you any skin money, man. Did you join? What's going on?
I was in.
Oh, somebody pushed it.
Somebody pushed it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. Yeah, I think someone had to have pushed it because I didn't see you on the board. That was 13. Yeah, Marcus Kidd. Yeah, only 2 players in the whole field, in our flight rather, birdie that hole. Bittersweet,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, maybe next time.
Yep. Well, listen, man. Well, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Nothing sour about that because there's 8 other guys you beat. I'm sure that they would like the position that you were in. But as I kind of take a look at the point standings here, if you've already done the same, let's see here. You're in the Watson flight. This is only your 2nd event on the season, kind of in the middle of the pack. Again, nothing won, nothing lost. Still a lot of golf left in the year, so I'm sure that must be a player goal of yours. And looking
absolutely.
at the next event.
Want to climb up a little bit, so I'll be out there in the next tournament and try to climb up a little bit.
All right, man. Well, thanks for your time. Appreciate it for hopping on the call with this and giving some commentary. And thank you again.
No, thanks for all you do, Jake. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Mr. Dennis. All right, we got one more caller on here that I can see. We got Mr. Royal. You feel like chit-chatting, buddy? Give me some commentary for those on the call. Let me get you unmuted here. 1 second. All right, there you go.
All right, yeah, Jacob, I'm always ready to talk. So we have plenty of conversations in the past, and that's one good thing. You talk about golf and men like us. Hey, we can carry on for a hot second, can't we?
We can go on. I could do this all day. I can.
Yeah.
So I see you too, man. You're kind of in the middle of the pack in the point standings, like Mr. Dennis here. A little ahead of him after playing 4 events compared to his 2. In your round yesterday, you kind of finished in the middle of the pack as well, right? So as I'm looking at your scores there, tell us about your day and what hole you started on.
We like Mr. Dennis said, we started on 3. Okay. And had a little rocky start, man. You drive get away from me. I went to the range beforehand and I felt good going to the tee box and got off to a pretty bad start, then picked it up a little bit and just couldn't keep it together. I shot a 107, but I had 43 putts on the day, and
once again, hey, well, I hope one of those putts was the birdie on that par 3. You got close. You was inside of a foot, wasn't you?
Yeah, it was a 122 away and 54 degree and hit it.
You thought it was gonna go in.
One of the guys in the group said it's still rolling, Clarence, and it's still rolling. And he's like, it's still rolling. And you never know how close those are until you pull up to it and you're like, wow. And that's the 2nd week in a row I got the on in 3. 2 weeks ago, and then to
Mhm.
have that this week. But to make a funny story short, the next hole I have a heck of a drive, and I'm 122 yards out, and I said, "Well, I just hit my 54, 122. This is a perfect shot." And I hit a ground ball. Hit a ground ball about 80 yards. Threw me on it first. So.
Man, I tell you what, golf is a humbling sport, ain't it? Right?
Man, yes, it is. Yes, it is. But it's fun, and like Mr. Dennis said, and everybody's, Jacob, you've done a tremendous job with just how you run it, and hats off to you. And you'll get every dollar I got, to play in this and continue to compete and have a great time and just grow and have, the group we had last week was a great group of guys, and every week has been a different group, and they're all been good people, great people.
You there's so much to pull from this, and you're saying the right things, man. The guys you come across with, even for Decot, it's his first time, and he says, my God, the people, the pace, how friendly we are, how fun it is, and how organized, and it's a lot of things. And yes, I get a lot of thank yous, many thanks from you guys as players, on this call, on my phone, my email, on social media. It's helpful that I'm engaged with it. We talked, Mr. Royal, about how I kind of organize and run these events. Like if I was a member to something, what will I want to hear? What would I want to be seeing? What would I want my director to be doing? I take that and then pivot it and then present you as a director and things you see. No, man, it's wonderful. And again, all thanks to you guys too, to continue to follow. If it's every dollar that you give to me, I'll certainly keep putting on the experience that I feel like you desire and everybody wants to have. So
hats off to you. And I know I speak for every other tour member. I think the guy that won your fight earlier said, we play these events because these are places that we normally wouldn't be able to play.
Right.
And to go to Belmont last week and then come back to go to Mansfield, and I'm driving to Mansfield and I'm thinking, I've been to Mansfield multiple times, but I've never been on this street right here. How in the hell is that even there? And it's just, it was a beautiful golf course. I got a putting green mat right here in front of me, just in case you guys, I'm going to get better putting. I promise you.
43 putts, man. Hey, it sounds like Mr. Hamilton has a tip for you, and then so does Cham.
I'm not spending $30 to buy the book.
I don't know, man. If that book, if $30 takes 43 to 21, I think.
I'll tell you what, they got a golf, because it was a Golf Logic book, so the Golf Logic app has the heat maps in them now that are tournament compliant. So probably like the golf shot that Cham had. Yeah, it's like $50 a year, and you can do.
I've only been playing golf. My 1 year anniversary is May 31st.
That's awesome.
So I just found out yesterday at Clover Valley that I need to get a new putter, because the putter I'm using is like a third grade putter, and I'm trying to play professionals like you guys. And they're like, all right, what the hell are you putting with? And I'm like, well, this is the set I got when I first got this set. And
all right. Listen, I'm gonna have to cut it off here. Thank you guys. That's all the time we have. Great tips and great share. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jacob Bridges, Capital City Tour. Thanks for joining us here on the show. We'll see you on the course. So long.